We're going live on YouTube, and we're live on Scope. What's popping? Straight out of Brooklyn, Frankie Russo coming at you. Straight out of Brooklyn, our great president's getting ready. We're getting locked and loaded over here. He had the governor of Florida in the White House today. Our great president, as we're getting ready to reopen this great nation. It's amazing that the stock market's like, the Dow is like 24,000. I just can't believe it. As our great president, absolutely, Marianne, absolutely, our great president is getting ready to reopen this great nation. And we're getting ready to drop down some vectors this week. I showed you some vectors last night. How we do, how we roll. We're getting ready to do that. So right? So here's where we go. With all this going on, it still goes back to the same stuff with Frankie Russo, the same vectors, right? Because they're all now coming out of the woodwork, right? Obama's endorsing Biden, right? Hillary Rodham Clinton today endorsed Biden. So here, first of all, who is Barack Obama, right? I show this. This is Obama. This is Mohammed Sabud. Who is Barack Obama? Barry Soetoro, Barry Sabakwa. Who is this? Who is this? Is this Osama bin Laden? Is this Barry Soetoro, Barry Sabakwa? Is this Osama bin Laden's brother? Somebody told me. Oh, and here's Lisa Page. Here's Lisa Page. Here's Lisa Page. Here's Monica Witt. Here's Lisa Page. Here's Monica Witt. Here's Lisa Page. Here's Monica Witt. Who are these people, right? Who are these people? Here's a sworn. This is in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, holding a criminal term grand jury sworn July 9th, 2018 indictment for this Monica Witt, an FBI spy inside, an Iranian spy inside the FBI, 8-count indictment, conspiracy to deliver national defense information to representatives to a foreign government. Oh, that's Hillary Clinton, right? Delivering national defense information to representatives of a foreign government. Oh, that's Hillary Clinton. She had a server in the basement of her house. Wait, conspiracy to commit computer intrusion. Oh my God. That computer was hacked, the basement of her house, giving away the nuclear codes. Aggravated identity theft. That's a possibility because we don't know who, as we don't know who Barry Soetoro is, Barry Sabakwa, Valerie Jarrett, Michelle Obama. Who the hell knows who she is? Are those kids the bombers? Aiding and abetting Monica Witt. Is that Hillary Rodham Clinton? Is that Hillary Rodham Clinton? Right? It's crazy. So now we're going to go to Hillary and Joe. Let's see. Hillary's endorsement of Joe. Okay. Let's see.
We have some political news. Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton endorsed Joe Biden as President of the United States. She appeared with him in a virtual town hall. Here's how some of that went down.
I am thrilled to be part of your campaign to not only endorse you, but to help highlight a lot of the issues that are at stake in this presidential election.
Hillary Rodham Clinton.
I want to add my voice to the
endorsing Joe Biden. Criminals endorsing criminals.
Of what a difference it would make right now if we had a president.
It's crazy stuff.
Not only listened to the science, put facts over fiction, but brought us together.
She brought us together. William Jefferson Clinton brought us together. Oh yeah, Barack Hussein Obama, Barry Soetoro, Barry Sabakwa brought us together.
Endorsement, and as a former sort of strategist, I wondered which part of the Hillary.
So here's more of it.
Is there a synonym?
I got a commercial. Bear with me. I got more of this.
I'm really thrilled to have my friend, the former senator and former.
And I am thrilled to be part here with you and to be part of this very important discussion. And I am thrilled to
Hillary
be
Rodham
part
Clinton.
of your campaign to not only endorse you, but to
Imagine
help
for
highlight
VP.
a lot of the issues that are at stake
We are gonna
in this presidential election. As you just so rightly said, this terrible pandemic that we're all going through hits a lot of Americans
criminals
much harder than others.
endorsing
We've
criminals.
seen it firsthand,
Beyond belief.
hospitalizations,
She sat,
and unfortunately, fatalities. But we've also seen it, and to be part of this very.
She sat in the Secretary of State's office while William Jefferson Clinton toured Europe in his Clinton Foundation Winnebago, trying to get European companies to invest and go around Western sanctions to invest into Iran. They were involved with Babak Zanjani and the First Islamic Investment Bank out in Singapore. That's where Obama was too. He's hoping Babak Zanjani stays in jail so he could take over the First Islamic Investment Bank in Singapore. That's where the national Iranian oil companies' bank accounts are, right? The Iranian Military Guard Corps, the Quds Force with Soleimani, the general that our great president whacked. So this is what's going on. As Joe Biden sat in the VP spot, his son sat in Burisma. And they are able to do this. They're able to run. If she wanted to, she could, and Biden wants it, she could run for vice president. This is crazy. It's beyond belief.
Want to create a branded email?
I got a commercial.
Hire a designer. Learn
Because I want to get to what she says, and then we're going to.
Tutorials. Go back to school for design.
I'd like to welcome to this conversation a leader who shares those values.
Joe, thank you very much for your remarks, and thank you for welcoming me.
Barry Sanders endorsed Biden. Oh my God. What a horrible politician he is.
You, but to help highlight a lot of the issues that are at stake in this presidential election. As you just so rightly said, this terrible pandemic that we're all going through hits a lot of Americans much harder than others. We've seen it firsthand in hospitalizations and in, unfortunately, fatalities. But we've also seen it when we look at the pictures of those people on the front lines. You know, 80% of all healthcare workers in America are women. And 1 out of 3 jobs held by women in our country has been classified as essential. So this is an issue that affects all of us, young and old, every kind of background from every walk of life. But it is having a disproportionate
Isn't it kind of creepy
impact on the front lines
that Hillary Rodham Clinton is talking about women and women's rights, and she's endorsing Creepy Joe? It's crazy stuff.
As we go through this together.
The hypocrisies are beyond belief.
Many who have endorsed you to be our president. Just think of what a difference it would make right now if we had a president who not only listened to the science.
Of course Trump does.
Over fiction.
Trump listens to science.
Together. Showed the kind.
He's bringing the country together.
And caring that we
until,
need from our president.
Until China unleashed the Wuhan virus.
Has been exemplifying throughout his entire life. Think of what it would mean if we had a real president, not just
the best president on the planet, Donald John Trump, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Gets up every morning worried about the people that he's responsible for leading during this crisis.
The greatest economy in the history of America.
Because
one of the greatest economies in the history of America. The greatest economy in the history of America.
Americans really wish that we had that kind of leadership now. You know, Joe Biden has been preparing for this moment his entire
life. He has been.
I've been privileged to work with him over the last 25 plus years as First Lady, then for 8 years in the Senate.
Oh my God.
Watched him build coalitions and
then
work to bring people together.
And then part of the Obama-Clinton crime family. She was Secretary of State.
Solve problems. Then during the Obama administration, when I was privileged to be Secretary of State.
Right.
Then in the Situation Room.
Oh, okay.
Joe,
the Situation Room. Right, Justin? Criminals endorsing criminals. The Situation Room. Let's talk about the Situation Room. Yeah. Remember, Joe, we sat in the Situation Room. Remember Benghazi? You were there. I was there. Barry Soetoro was there. And we watched Americans get killed. You remember that, Joe? And we couldn't call the air support in for our people. Why, Joe? Because we were afraid that the Islamists were going to shoot down the aircraft that we were going to bring into, right? What difference does it make, right? We're afraid the Islamists were going to shoot down the air support. So we had to sit there and watch them kill the Americans. Isn't that true, Joe? From the Situation Room. As John Brennan, that other rat, was monitoring the gun running operation at the Benghazi mission. Right there. Joe, remember that, Joe, at the Situation Room? When Michael Morrell, John Brennan, Leon Panetta, Barack Hussein Obama, Barry Soetoro, Barry Sabakwa, who the hell knows who he was or is? Hillary Rodham Clinton, who the hell knows who she is? All I know, she could be an American Muslim convert for all I know. She could be Omar Abdel-Rahman's wife, the American Muslim convert that he married to get into this country, for all I know. The Situation Room, Joe. Remember when we gave the Libyan rebels, Mustafa Jalal, Abdel-Hakim Belhaj? Not only did we help them coup Gaddafi, because Barack needed him whacked. What up, Gabriel? Right? Remember the Situation Room? When we couped Gaddafi, absolutely, Justin, 20,000 Soviet manpads on the streets of North Africa, Middle Eastern region. Al-Qaeda in Libya. You know, there were 15 militias, according to the Tripoli newspaper. 15 militias, 15 Al-Qaeda in Libya militias. February brigades, Free Omar Abdel-Rahman brigades, Al-Qaeda in Libya. In August, a month before Benghazi, And by whacking Gaddafi and Mustafa Jalal and Abdelhakim Bahaj took over, they oversaw the 20,000 Soviet man-pairs that Gaddafi was hoarding. And guess what the Obama Clinton crime family did? Remember the Situation Room, Joe? Remember? Remember when we gave, through Qatar, the special forces in Qatar, we gave the Libyan rebels, Mustafa Jalal, Abdelhakim Balhaj, bin Kumu, Abu Katala, right? Abdel Baset Haran. Remember? Abu Yahya al-Libi, he was whacked before, but he's, right, his brother is one of the co-founders of the Libyan Islamic Fighting Group, that terror cell that blew up some buildings in Manchester, England. The English politicians were sending in the Libyan Britons to come into Libya to take out Gaddafi, sitting on 20,000 Soviet man-pads, and Hillary Rodham Clinton, it was her State Department that approved it, 400 FIM-92s. Remember the Situation Room? Remember the Situation Room when we took out Mubarak and we put in the pro-Iranian dictator from Muslim Brotherhood, Morsi? And we sent him, well, I don't know if it got there, 1.5 billion and 5 jet fighters, because thank you, Jesus. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of Christ. I'm a man of the Rosary. We took out Morsi and we got Sisi in there. Oh my God. Remember that? That's the great foreign policy of the Obama Clinton crime family. And then we gave back 150 billion to Iran. Another great policy, Joe. Remember that policy? That's a great policy. I was behind it with John Kerry. We thought it was a great policy. Not only did we give 150 to the Ayatollah Khomeini, right, Justin? We gave 150 to the Ayatollah, right? We got 2 points, that's 3 billion. Barack Obama's brother has got a bank account in Al Shalom Islamic Bank. It's perfect. Al Shalom Islamic Bank in Sudan. It's perfect. Falls under the radar. Osama bin Laden, he founded that bank. Now, according to all published reports, the Omar Bashir, he was the top Muslim Brotherhood operative at the time with Hassan al-Turabi, but he passed away. They had a falling out with al-Bashir. Al-Bashir got couped this year or last year, end of last year, this year. $9 billion in UK banks, selling oil fields to China. Omar Bashir. Total SA in France is in there, while Omar al-Bashir is crucifying Christians and putting Jews in ovens in Sudan. Yeah. Horrific. Obama took the sanctions off him. Remember the Situation Room, Joe. Remember that Situation Room, right? Who knows what happened with the Situation Room with Osama bin Laden? Who the hell knows? The Navy Team SEAL 6, only one's alive from that team. They were murdered by the policies of the Obama Clinton crime family. They gave out those, when they couped Gaddafi, because Obama had to get rid of Gaddafi. Remember that, Joe? Remember the Situation Room? John Brennan was monitoring the gun running operation. It was my operation. I did it in my basement. I ran the whole thing with my server in the basement of my house. Remember, she said, Gaddafi came, he saw, he's dead. She said, that was the Obama Clinton crime family policy. The great policy, the great foreign policy of the Obama Clinton crime family. How could anybody want to put them back in power? Is beyond belief. How could anybody? I'm telling you, Justin, who the hell knows what's going on with Osama bin Laden? Did he pass away in 2001 on a dialysis machine in Pakistan? According to Fox News. How could we go back? Biden, Michelle Obama, VP, Hillary Rodham Clinton, VP, Amy Klobuchar, VP. She's a deer in headlights. And the other two are criminals, frauds and criminals. No way. I had a nice dream last night, by the way. I had a dream. The Trump coattails is unbelievable. Oh my God. We throw the Democrats out of the House. I hope that's true. Oh my God. I woke up. I was like so happy. Oh my God. I had a dream last night. The Trump coattails, he wins obviously he's gonna win a spot. I don't know whether it's gonna be like 16 or it's gonna be a landslide. But man, he takes the House with him. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable to get rid of these Democrats. Oh my God. So how could we go with Joe Biden? They sit there talking about China. President Trump's got his heel on the neck of China, trying to undo those unfair trade practices of China when it comes to America. And so only God knows the deals that the politicians were getting to allow, before our great President Donald John Trump took over, that they were getting to allow China to get away with what they were getting away with the trade with us, right? Only God knows. I guess that's why Hunter Biden's on Burisma, Hillary Rodham Clinton sitting in the State Department, and Bill Clinton's in his Clinton Foundation Winnebago, rallying up all of the European businesses to get around the Western sanctions. This is a former president of the United States as he's in Malaysia, Singapore, Malaysia, with Babak Zanjani, trying to get some of that oil money, because this is what they call, the Clinton Foundation calls oil energy initiatives. Help Iran get around the Western sanctions. Let's help them sell that oil. 22 million barrels of oil off of Port Labuan. The Clinton Foundation got a piece of that one. Let me tell you that much. Bombers in Singapore for a reason. Yeah. Last time I checked, Babak Zanjani's still in jail. So he wants to take over the First Islamic Investment Bank. That's where all the money is. That's where the national Iranian oil company is. Right, Biden? Hillary said, remember the Situation Room. Remember the Situation Room. Remember Benghazi. What difference does it make, right? They sat there. What difference does it make? Watching the Americans get killed, couldn't call for air support as the Americans were waiting to bring the air support to Benghazi. They couldn't send it because they were afraid the Islamists were going to shoot the planes down, the helicopters down. They already did it in Afghanistan with the Soviet manpads that the Obama Clinton crime family gave the Libyan rebels. I'm telling you, Justin. Do you know Kenneth Tillerman, a Chinook helicopter got whacked by an Afghan Taliban Islamist in Afghanistan? Took down an American Chinook helicopter. Thank God the guy was okay. They did an investigation. They got the black box, and it came out. The number on the serial number on the manpad traced to a U.S. manpad. That's the Obama Clinton crime family arming up Al Qaeda in Libya. Remember that policy, Joe? Remember in the Situation Room where we're talking about bringing arms to Al Qaeda in Libya, arming them up? Unbelievable what they did. Criminals supporting criminals. And they sit there with a straight face like they had nothing to do with it. It wasn't in their burlywhack. It wasn't in their plans. And she sits there talking about women's rights to Joe Biden, beyond belief. Creepy Joe. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Beyond belief. Really, beyond belief. Beyond belief. So I'm just like, when I saw that endorsement, I was like, this is crazy. Absolutely. Let's talk about the Situation Room. The Situation Room. Telling you, Justin. So we got I'm on Drudge right now. President Trump issued an executive order because there's some published reports coming out about a meat shortage. So President Trump issued an executive order to make certain there isn't a meat shortage. So hopefully, with the grace of God, we won't have to worry about that. So they're putting together. I can't believe what's going on in Ohio. They got this is why I get very concerned. The Democrats are doing a primary, mail-in ballot primary. This is why I get concerned, man. The Democrats are doing a mail-in primary. I get concerned because the only way they're going to beat Trump is they're going to try to steal it. That's why I see this thing. Trump's too on the front end. Trump's too loaded. From the political side, Trump is too loaded, man. From his rallies, when he gets those rallies going with the grace of God, he gets those rallies going again, and he gets all that data, Justin. I'm telling you, it's scary because they're gonna probably cheat even more than they cheated in 2016. That's what I think. Very bad. They're doing mail-in ballots in the Democratic primary. The fix is in. So Biden is in the basement because all these accusations coming out, and there's some substantiated evidence, that's out there that could hurt his candidacy. And Bernie Sanders is like a shark in circling the wagons, waiting for something to fall. So, but he's not the swiftest tool in the shed politically, Bernie Sanders. So, so it's funny. I had a dream that he gets back into this. That'd be sick, man. Absolutely, Justin. They couldn't handle Iowa. That's a great point. But what's really crazy is, right, the governors control the states when they open up. Biden is in the basement, not answering or anything in the media in reference to what he's being accused of. So he sits there, he hangs out. They drag out. Unfortunately, we got this coronavirus, which has killed horrific death, right? Horrific. Absolutely bunkered Biden. So, and you got endorsements. What up, Boar? You got endorsements from Hillary Rodham Clinton talking about the Situation Room, where men and women in the United States Armed Forces got killed and maimed because of their policies of giving Soviet manpads and U.S. manpads to the Al Qaeda in Libya. 10 years removed from the 9/11 hit when we lost 5,000, horrific hit when we lost 5,000 Americans. This is the kind of policies cooing Mubarak for a pro-Iranian Morsi, sending him jet fighters, sending the Khomeini 150 billion. Khomeini's worth 200 billion with 1.7 billion in euro notes to the IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. It's crazy, boy, right? It's crazy. And nobody says anything to these people. Hillary Clinton's endorsing Joe Biden. Oh, my God. With a straight face, she says, remember the Situation Room. When they sat there and watched Americans getting killed, and they couldn't call for air support because they were afraid that if they brought the air support, the Islamists were going to shoot the support, the helicopters out of the sky with the man-pads that they gave them. Unbelievable. They ran this country into the ground for 8 years. And now they sit there with a straight face, knocking our great president, who's done an amazing job from the economy to the foreign policy to beefing up our military to securing our borders. And if our great president had his way, he would have had those borders locked up in the first time when he took over. He would have had that war would have been built already. Between the rhinos in the House for 2 years with Paul Ryan, and now you got Nancy Pelosi. I'm hoping my dream was true. Absolutely, Justin. There's some truth to that, I think. What up, Palais? Could you play football like him? That's another thing, right? The human trafficking, Palais. Horrific. Horrific. Palais, what a football player. What a amazing football player he was. Palais at 17 years old scored 2 goals in a World Cup final. I think against Sweden. I read his life story. Oh my God. Oh, Palais was, wow. I love that game. That game of football, soccer. Terrible, Justin. But when you think about it, like Bernie Sanders sits there, everything's for free, right? And then they ask him, well, what's your policy? How are we going to do it? How are we going to pay for it? Right? And then they ask him, so, you talk about Europe, you talk about Finland, you talk about Holland, you talk about Sweden, and you know nothing about their model, about how they do things. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, it's okay, boy. Don't worry about it. God bless you. Thank you for the kind words. But this is crazy, right? We got Iranian spies inside the FBI. Monica Witt, Lisa Page. Right? Look at this. Who's Monica Witt? Who's Lisa Page? They all look the same to me, right? Look. Here's Witt. Here's Lisa Page. Witt, Lisa Page. Witt, Lisa Page. That's Peter Strzok's girlfriend. And she was also tapping McCabe. And she's Iranian. Her mother's Iranian. Monica Witt. Is that Lisa Page? Or, Peter Strzok's father was stationed in Iran. He lived in Iran. Is Iranian spy, double agent inside the FBI. We got, who's this? Is this Osama bin Laden? Is this Osama bin Laden's brother? Is this Barry Soetoro? Is this Barry Sabakwa? Who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is this? Right, Justin? His Bama, his Mohammed Saboud. Then you listen to, right? Then you listen to the tape. John Brennan's got this, he's speaking this perfect Arabic, stationed in Riyadh. They said he switched over there. And then we got this other stuff we're running around with. Look at this. Then they're talking about this. 2 freaks. Who's Michelle Obama? This Joe Biden is a freaking, oh my God. He touches everything. He had one of his forgetful moments. Could you imagine? And he touches Michelle. He goes, oops, I forgot. It's beyond belief. When you think about this, talking about a situation rule, right? It's beyond belief. Biden forgot. He started to get touchy-feely with Michelle. He goes, oops, I forgot. He goes, oops, I forgot. Because there's junk in that trunk. This is crazy stuff, right? You just can't make this stuff up. And we as Americans, they think we're stupid. They sit there, Hillary Rodham Clinton, server in the basement of her house, giving away the nuclear codes. Her husband running around with a Winnebago, a Clinton Foundation Winnebago, selling America, selling the. He got a piece of the. Not only did the Clintons get a piece of that bomber deal, that $150 billion deal, 3 points of that deal, 3 points of that $150 billion is $3 billion. The Clintons got a piece of that, right? And then I didn't even get into Justin, right? I didn't even get into Epstein. That's unbelievable. Then all the bodies that lay on the ground, from Zeth Rich to Ron Brown and Jeffrey Epstein, that have anything to do with the Clintons. It's beyond belief. We talked about in the JFK days when, unfortunately, John F. Kennedy got assassinated, and they whacked, right, Justin, and they whacked Oswald. Jack Ruby did on national television. 18 material witnesses dead. So what happens is the rogue wings inside the federales, the FBI and the CIA, were running the country. The rogue wings inside of with the John Brennans, the John Brennan's monitoring a gun running operation outside of from the White House in the Situation Room. Hillary was there. Hillary was there. She said that. Hillary was there. Justin, it is beyond belief. So we got, and now they're peddling Raza Pahlavi, right? The Shah's son. Now they're peddling. Now the federal, the deep state, the federales are peddling Raza Pahlavi, the Shah's son. They want him back. They want him back in Iran. Raza Pahlavi. They want him back in Iran. It's written by Barack Obama, right, Justin? The winds of change. Absolutely, Palais. Look at this. Heir to Iran's peacock throne hopes to draw a veil over the errors of the Ayatollah under the guise of, here it is. There it is. This is written, Russo's got this. This is written in 2003. I got this in LA when I was waiting for on the bus stop going toward a meeting with the Hollywood executive. I was pitching them a movie. There it is. And he says, yeah, the Hudson Institute. Oh, yeah. He doesn't want to get back into Iran. He just is concerned for the people. He writes a book about secular democracy. That's what his father was, the Shah. Meanwhile, his grandfather was buddy with Hitler. You know, those Islamists, those Islamo-Nazis, boy, they loved Hitler. Anti-Semites, right? Beyond belief. Anti-Jew, that's what they are. Unreal. With a straight face, Hillary Clinton sitting there, and Brian Williams and all the Brian Williams, Justin from NBC. What up, Elbow? Brian Williams and CNN, and oh, isn't this great? Hillary Clinton is endorsing Joe Biden. And like criminals endorsing criminals. He's part of the Obama-Clinton crime family, as was she. They were lieutenants, right? Absolutely, Justin, right? It is just beyond belief. And like they act and they just talk about it with a straight face. And she sits there talking about we got to bring the country together with a straight face. As she went around the state, it unbelievable, all right? They took their corrupt machine from Arkansas and brought it into DC, right? They took their corrupt government, what they did in Arkansas, the stuff that they pulled off in Arkansas, he pulled it off in the White House. and what they did with China. Oh my God, what William Jefferson Clinton did with China. Demons. Unbelievable, Justin. What they did with China, giving away the U.S., the W-88s, the most advanced nuclear warhead at the time. Like today, the Taiwanese scientist Wo Ho Lee downloads all of the data off of the computers in Los Alamos National Lab to an unknown location. The thing about the William Jefferson Clinton administration, the DOE, Department of Energy, covered it up. Like China covered up the coronavirus. Hazel O'Leary and Bill Richardson covered up what Wo Ho Lee did. Downloading all of the information, all of the information off of those supercomputers. Los Alamos National Lab, the Sedena National Lab in New Mexico is where we create our weapons, our nuclear weapons. Downloaded all that information. Beyond belief. Beyond belief. Unbelievable. And I just couldn't get over it. I'm watching this video. I had a few excerpts of it on the broadcast. What up, Lawrence? How you doing, my brother? It's beyond belief. We don't know who these people are. We don't know who Hillary Rodham Clinton is. For all I know, she could be an American Muslim convert that married Omar Abdul-Rahman and got him into the United States. For all we know, right? We don't know who Hillary Rodham Clinton is really in real life. She's just as much of an enigma as is Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama, we don't even know who his father is, right? Who's his father? Is it Franklin Marshall Davis? Is it Mohammed Sabud from Indonesia? Right, Justin? Is it Barack Obama from Kenya? Is his name Barry Soetoro? Is his name Barry Sabakwa? He wasn't born in Hawaii, right? Then you got Hillary Rodham Clinton. We know everything. She's born to two citizen parents, but that's the cover. Who is she really? She's walking around with her hijab. She put her burqa away. She walks around with her burqa. I mean, it is beyond belief. Who is this Hillary Rodham Clinton? Is she an American Muslim convert? Who's John Brennan? John Brennan's Arabic. He's like the white Bama. Bama's Arabic. John Brennan's Arabic. Who are these people? You know, in the Quran, they talk about being deceptive to the infidels. And if you listen to all of the imams, a lot of them, I say all of them, I shouldn't say all of them, but some of the imams inside of America, they talk about America being the land of the infidels. So they can lie to us, and it's okay because they said they did nothing wrong. Like Congressman Omar, absolutely, Elbow. Congresswoman Omar, I believe that, Justin. Congresswoman Tlaib, right? They said basically what happened to 9/11, those Islamists did nothing wrong. It's in the Quran. As Omar Abdul-Rahman said at his life sentence in New York with Andrew McCarthy, he said, call me a Muslim, call me a terrorist. He did nothing wrong. Blowing up the World Trade Center. They blew up some parts of not like 9/11, but they did some damage there. They were planning to blow up tunnels and bridges, federal buildings, because he said he did nothing wrong. He said, that's all in the Quran. All in the Quran. Unbelievable. You know, there was rumor, right? She said some people did something about, right? Sick. CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations. Well, she knows about that because they're running the Democratic National Committee now, the DNC. is run by CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations. That's who we busted on the northern border coming from Canada. One of the directors from CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations, was on the northern border as there was threats in January after we waxed Soleimani that 4 Iranian nationals were entering California with explosives from Mexico. And they showed the video. I talked about this on the show. They talked the video of that, the lady, the chief of police, the Spanish lady, España. She's talking Spanish, getting ready to take down the 4. She was not going to let, she was so determined in her talk that she was not going to let the 4 Iranian nationals enter America with explosives into California. This lady was amazing. Spanish lady. You would think she lived in America. That's how impressed I was. She was ready for them, she said. So this is, Trump is locking and loading. He's getting ready to reopen the economy, our great president. And we got Hillary Rodham Clinton endorsing Joe Biden. I mean, and they cover it. They go, oh my God, isn't this amazing? The Me Too, when she's for women's rights, and she endorses Joe Biden, she's for women's rights. Creepy Joe. I mean, Joe will squeeze anything. I mean, who knows? Maybe he already squeezed Michelle. Who knows? Maybe he did one of his, he forgot and he squeezed Michelle in the wrong spot. And he goes, oh my God, I forgot. It's beyond belief. I tell you, it is just beyond belief. It's just, I mean, the stuff that goes on is just incredible. Beyond belief. Unbelievable. Justin, it's like the same thing with this, with this horrific virus that's killing a lot of Americans. It's horrific. But if they would allow Trump to do what he wanted to do from the beginning, he would have had those borders on lockdown. I always said this. I said this on my show. If Trump was the president, if our great president was the president after 9/11, he would have built a wall over there because he would have been able to do it. Like, forget it. Like he was building he would have built the wall like he was building the Trump Tower right over there on that border. Oh my God, what he would have done. A cockroach wouldn't have crossed into this country without us knowing about it. That's how Trump would have did it. But now with these rats, that's why we got to get rid of the Democrats. We got to get rid of the Pelosi's, the Schiffs, the Nadlers, the Warrells. We got to get rid of the Claibornes. We got to get rid of the Schumers, the Coonses, the senator from Delaware, Pat Coons, I think his name is. And he is a hard. These are just absolutely, Dennis. Absolutely. I had a dream last night. I hope it comes true. Oh my God. The Trump coattails. The Dems are gone. Oh my God. It would be amazing. It would be absolutely amazing. It's amazing. It would have been amazing. And what they're trying to pin on him is sick, right? He did everything. He did things that they didn't want him to do. He put the shutdown on China, shut down Europe, shut down the UK. They couldn't get in with this virus. And Fauci came to him and said, listen, we got to do something. And he acted. So I don't understand. He listened to the science. He did everything that he's supposed to do as the president of the United States to defend this country. And they were blocking him in every which way, trying to, like they did with the judges, right? Like they did with his appointments, right? He's got appointments waiting. They still have not, they've been dragging their feet even on that. Because what they want to do is try to turn the Trump administration into they couldn't do it because Trump is too good, obviously, for them. Because they tried to turn the Trump administration into a do-nothing administration and then blame him, right? So drag their feet, don't put the staff together, don't put the appointments, don't allow them to come on time. And this way, hoping that, but Trump's a savage, and Trump got things done. He beats them all the time. And how he wins here, he gets reelected. That should be his entire focus. after the virus, make sure everything's okay, and let's get reelected. But we got to win with the House Dems out of the way. Because if we don't, oh my God. You're probably right there, Priest. You're probably right. That would be nice. We got to get out there. I can't stress. I don't want to hear we're going to win by a landslide. Let's. I want to see it. Absolutely, Dennis. I want to see it. I want to see the landslide. I want to see the Trump coattails. Yeah, Trump coattails in 2016. We won the House. But this one will be different. We'll have Kevin McCarthy, Scalise. He has some good congressmen in there. And then obviously he's got Mitch McConnell, man, and the U.S. Senate. That was his firewall the last 2 years. That was his firewall. Trump's too smart for them. Way too smart for them. Way too smart. So this is where we are. I watched it today. I watched Trump a little bit today with the small business. It was really nice. We've got to get our great president reelected. We really do. This is the key. I couldn't believe that, Justin. Good question, Priest. I thought it was going to be Elizabeth Warren. No? I got people telling me it's going to be Amy Klobuchar because she's from Minnesota. I don't know. To me, Amy Klobuchar is like a deer in headlights. You know, I was watching her in debate. She's horrible. She's so thin-skinned. Elizabeth Warren, well, she's a liar, disgraceful liar. Absolutely. You know, 0.001 Pocahontas, right? There's no way. Lies on her state bar application. She's a disgrace. But she's a good attack dog, let me tell you. She brings a lot of energy. Forget Massachusetts. They don't need her to win Massachusetts. They need her energy. I don't think Amy Klobuchar is the way to go. And they should campaign together. Because Biden don't have the energy. Biden is a gaffe. Biden is a gaffe waiting to happen. Oh my God. He is a horror show. He said the economic intercourse. That was his last gaffe. It was I was watching Sean Hannity. Great show. Economic intercourse, he called it. In one of his speeches, economic intercourse. I mean, this is the president of the United States. Chris Christie was a tough guy. I agree, Priest. He was one of the first of the Trump allies. Was Chris Christie. He was a great attack dog. Pence turned out to be a good pick. I was shocked. I like Pence. I thought Pence was from the Wisconsin the Wisconsin team with Rice Priebus and Paul Ryan. I liked Rice Priebus, but Paul Ryan, these guys, they turned on Trump when he got in. Pence is a good balance for Trump. He is. I agree. I wasn't down with Pence. I thought he was from the Paul Ryan, the Rice Priebus crew, Wisconsin. I mean, well, Dennis, he may not even make it because who knows what's going on with this chick, Tara Reid. I mean, they got some evidence here. I agree, Justin. I really gotten to like Mike Pence. I really have. Because we elected our great president, Donald John Trump, duly elected, fair and square. Not only did he beat 16 Republicans, he beat a fixed general election. Mainstream media, DNC, and then they were attacking President Trump. We found out. You're probably right, Priest. So in all likelihood, you're probably right. They could have him, you know, they could have him taking the, you know, with hot air, with the picture, with hot air, you know, and they'll still deny it. They could have him taking the, you know, right there. They could have it with Tara, with the picture, taking the package out, right there, and then go, he didn't do it. It wasn't Biden. Like Biden, like Creepy Joe was feeling frisky. He started touching Michelle, and he said he forgot. He didn't. He said, "Oh, I forgot." He went too, you know, he went too far down. He forgot. He forgot. Creepy Joe, man. They don't call him Creepy Joe for nothing, boy. That's unbelievable. Hillary Clinton sits there. Oh God, what a mess. Could you imagine that one? Could you imagine that one? Biden would have to be running for his life. Biden would be running for his life if Hillary Rodham Clinton was the VP. Don't eat the food, right? Don't eat the food, Joe. Oh my God. The pictures, she'll take pictures of him, Creepy Joe touching women. They'll send them out, set him up. Look at him. He can't control himself. It's true, right? It's true, Dennis, right? Everybody that the body bags with the Clintons is beyond belief. Man, could you imagine? I always felt that this was going to be like the Hillary Clinton campaign all over again. But, you know, there's rumor in the internet that Michelle Obama is going to run. What a team that's going to be. Look at this. Could you imagine this? Creepy Joe. Creepy Joe. Look at these. Creepy Joe and two freaks. That would be the freak show, right? Could you imagine? Creepy Joe and Michelle Obama. Right? Oh my God. Could you imagine Creepy Joe creeping around the White House, bumping into Michelle, start touching her? And he said he forgets. He touches him in the wrong spot. He forgets. I forgot. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is that you, Michelle? Michael? Is that you? Oh my God. And Clinton is his wingman, right? Then they'll have, like, for old time's sake, they'll have a party down in Hillary Clinton's basement. The rumor has it Hillary Clinton has her new server is underground. She has a new server, Hillary. She's running her own intelligence agency, and it's underground, so they can't find it. So when she has her party, and they were passing the bongs around with William Jefferson Clinton, he took a hit. Barack Hussein Obama, James Comey, right? John Brennan, right? Huma Abedin, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama. They're passing joints around. Hillary goes, wait, did you see my new server? They're looking for it. They can't find it. She goes, it's underground. She presses a button and it rises. There it is, she says. I got it all. I got everything, she says, Justin. I'm telling you, imagine that. She goes, I got it on everybody. Like she saved her husband's bacon in '98 with that impeachment. She went up and down with the Senate to make certain that they didn't vote him out. She had all of the bedroom habits of all of the senators in '98. So she saved her husband's bacon. She said she's got it all here in her server. The Islamists, the Muslim Brotherhood operatives we let into this country. And she was wearing her hijab next to, she said tonight, she said Huma Abedin is wearing a burqa for her. A burkini, she called it. She's wearing a burkini for her. Telling you, Dennis, her new server, her own intelligence agency running the United States State Department out of the basement of her house. John Deutsch, I talked about this all the time. John Deutsch, right? Former CIA director under the Clinton. George Tenet, one of the last great CIA directors, took away security clearance. Bill Clinton, Deutsch had 51 documents in the computer of his house. And John Deutsch lost his security clearance. Same thing like Hillary Clinton. She had to serve in the basement of her house. He had classified documents on a computer in his house, John Deutsch. Bill Clinton pardoned him. Why? Because John Deutsch, the MIT professor, was going to talk. Yeah. Ooh, like they whacked Gaddafi. Obama needed Gaddafi not to talk, because Malik Obama, Gaddafi. One of Gaddafi's best friends was Barack Hussein's brother, Barack Hussein Obama's half brother. Barack Hussein Obama's half brother has got dual citizenship. I said this: USA, Kenya. He knows them all, from Somalia and Al-Shabaab to Boko Haram in Somalia. Boko Haram is in, I think, Nigeria, right? Nigeria. He knows them all. He knows them all. Good friends. Best friends with Gaddafi. He was running to the White House. Well, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, Priest, I want to get our great president reelected. That's all I'm really concerned about. Because I believe this is the most important election in our lifetime. This is it. Trump gets reelected. Trump could really, I was hoping Trump would run for a third term, but I don't think that's going to happen. He gets reelected, and he could really put his stamp on this whole thing. He will set the Democrats back for a long time. Nancy Pelosi is such a lightweight. These people are ridiculous. These people are ridiculous. Like, we believe them. Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. Like, we believe these people. Dianne Feinstein, Barbara Boxer. These people are nuts. They make no sense. That's what I love about Trump. Common sense. Common sense politics. He wins all the time. Common sense politics. That's Trump. Oh, he tweets. He tweets. Oh, my God. Right? Ridiculous. Common sense politics is Donald John Trump. He wins all the time. It's going to be a bloodbath because the Democrats, the only way they're in the fight is if they cheat. And look at the Ohio. Remember, we talked about this, right, Priest? Remember, we talked about this. Look at Ohio. The Democrats are holding a primary mail-in ballot. The majority of the electorate is mailing in a ballot. That's scary to me, because that's how they're going to try to fix this thing. They can't beat Trump on a straight-up election with all their illegals they got all over the place. No way. No way, man. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. I talked about this last night. Florida Trump victory has made 3 million calls since switching to virtual campaigning last month. Floridians are fired up and ready to reelect our great president. That's true, Priest. Well, it starts with Florida and Ohio, right? Trump gets Florida and Ohio. In this election, more than in 16, Trump has more options. He has more options, more pathways to victory. Right? You don't have to roll a straight flush. Trump's got, as long as he holds Florida and Ohio, 2 Republican governors, And his fail-safe is the Latin vote, which I think is going to help him in Florida at the very least, and other spots too, right? Florida, Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Minnesota. He should have won Minnesota in 16, but they had that Ivan McMillan on the ticket. He wins Florida and Ohio, right? Michigan's going to be a tough one because of all the corruption in Michigan. Very concerned about the corruption in Michigan. He gets 20% of black vote. Oh my God, right? The Latin vote is going to be Trump's firewall. The Latin vote. That's Trump's firewall. Unbelievable. The Latin vote. It's going to be increased. So that's going to be something he's locked and loaded. So to me, as long as Trump holds serve with Florida and Ohio, between that and the Latin vote, it's either going to be like 16 or it's going to be like Ronald Reagan. I see victory. 16 or Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan lost 2 states in 2 elections. He had 950 electoral votes in 2 elections. Sounds good to me, Justin. Brooklyn, New York, priest. So, right? So we're cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping for a Reagan landslide. Right. And that's my biggest concern with these mail-in ballots, the illegals. So with the illegals, you look at New York and you look at California. So the masses sounds good to me, speed up, but for the grace of God Almighty. I'd rather be locked and loaded. We got a Trump victory. Now let's get the Trump coattails. I want to hear by November 3rd, Trump's got an 86% chance of winning. I don't hate Christie, priest. I don't know, Roxy. I don't know, man. But I've been a Trump guy since I was ABC. When he came down the escalator, when I broadcasted at ABC. Christie was a tough guy, absolutely. He was a tough guy. He was a tough guy. But so we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a bloodbath. Trump will prevail. No, I don't think so. Cuomo's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's the governor of New York. He's a fraud, like de Blasio. Well, we don't take nothing for granted. We don't take anything for granted, speed up. Nothing for granted. Right, Roxy? It's crazy. And now you got these corrupt Democrats like the Pelosi's, the Schumers, right? Corrupt. The worst, Justin. Such a stone cold liar. Look what he did with the nursing homes. He sent the COVID patients into the nursing homes. It's disgusting what he did. And he says the numbers go down. God didn't do this. He's a, Dave Patterson, right? Unbelievable. Another Looney Toonies. That Elliot Spitzer. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, we don't know. If Trump gets, here's the thing. If Trump gets late 20s, early 30s in the city, Trump could steal it. Anthony Weiner is right, Justin. That's right. Chucky Schumer, he was with Schumer, Weiner. Yeah, hey, listen, I wear a mask. No. I follow the guidelines. To me, it's a 0.001 chance of getting infected. Okay. That's like Pocahontas, and Elizabeth Warren's Pocahontas. Well, hanging in, priest, doing okay. Staying indoors. I'm not gonna go crazy when they open it up. I think May 15th, he's gonna open it up. I follow the guidelines. I'm roping in my base outside. I did it today. They moved that ship, absolutely, priest. Yeah, Justice, crazy. You're right, and I'm hoping that if the weather gets better in New York, it'll be pretty cool. I go in the backyard, do some rope, and I'll just stay in. I'll stay isolated. I'll self-quarantine until this thing officially. I'm hoping that the heat gets rid of it. So if I gotta wait another month or two till it gets hot, 60, 70 degrees consistently, I'm hoping it kills this thing. I love New York City, love it, but we got a crazy mayor, I got a loony governor, so I don't think Cuomo's a good governor. I don't think he's very honest. He's not the politician his father was. I don't agree with his father's liberal policies, but he was a very good politician. His father. He almost won 4 terms in a row in those days, not today. Cuomo's going for his 4th term over here. It's a joke. De Blasio gets elected. It's a joke. Cuomo lies in the streets with the Islamists, telling everybody the pipe bomber is a lone wolf, and he needs ventilators, 40,000 ventilators. Well, Fauci's a scientist. He's a medical doctor. He's a scientist, right? So any opinion you're going to get from him, he's going to say, where's the clinical trials? Where's the placebo trials? Where you got the placebo and you got the real deal. That's how we know what's going to work and what's not going to work. He's going to give you the way the science goes. Trump is the business guy. He's the common sense guy. While we're waiting for the trials, Trump is saying, why not try hydroxychloroquine, right? Now, apparently, the way mainstream media has muddled this thing up, I wouldn't take any of them, priest. Both of them are horror shows. It's 2 Fredos and a Sandinista in New York, the politicians here. So they muddle up the data on hydroxychloroquine and its fight on the coronavirus, because apparently the data shows that it has more. It appears that it might be more effective if you take it early to hydroxychloroquine before the symptoms become acute, right? Once it becomes acute and it enters into stages, then according to the data, Rudy's the best. Yeah. So if they get it to him early, Roxy, that's what I'm talking about. Because some of the data came out, they gave the hydroxychloroquine with the Z-Pack and the zinc, and it didn't, to people that were more later on, like they were on ventilators, they were in ICUs. It didn't. They said a lot of it didn't work. One study, but there are other studies where they gave it to them early and it worked. So mainstream media right away and the Democrats, because they don't want this thing to stop. They want to use the virus to slow down the Trump economy, to slow down our great president. Because look, he don't have rallies, right? The virus. Trump has these virtual campaigns, the virtual rally. He don't have the Trump rallies. And they try to dirty him up and muddle him up with these press conferences where they were brutal, man. They were brutal on our great president. It was disgusting. It was disgusting, disgraceful, so dishonest. It's one thing, and reporters are supposed to be unbiased, right? They're supposed to, what time is it? It's almost 11:30. They're supposed to be fair. God bless, Roxy. God bless. Wow. You know? Speed up. We got to get rid of him. I don't know. Hey, she's a smart lady. Honestly, Priest, the Trump family, I have much respect for them. They sacrificed a lot, The Trump family sacrificed a lot. She's a smart lady. Donald Jr. is smart. Eric is smart. I met Eric. I never met Donald Jr. or Ivanka. She's a smart lady. The Trump family, they've sacrificed a lot. And quite frankly, I'm concerned about getting her father reelected. I'm not thinking about 2024, 2028. I really, we are facing. I met him at a gala that were giving his father a conservative gala in the city. I wasn't able to talk to him for a long period of time, but nice guy, really nice guy, very smart. The Trump family is very smart. God bless you, Speed Up, absolutely. But I'm concerned about 2020. I'm focused. 2020. Let's get Trump reelected. Absolutely, Roxy. It's very bad, right? The lefties are so bad over here, it's beyond belief. But so hey, if she decides to run for something, I'll listen to it. I'll listen to if Donald Jr. decides to run for something, I'll listen to it. These guys, if they're anything like their father, they'll be good for the country, But I'm more concerned about getting Trump reelected, man. Trump's got to get reelected. Trump has got to get reelected with a Republican House. Very important. Wow, Omaha. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely, Priest. God bless you. Have a blessed one. I'm going to get out of here too. It's almost 11:30. I'm on for almost an hour and a half. Absolutely. Love my president. Absolutely. The best, Roxy. So I'm going to get out of here. It's 11:20. We got so we'll come back tomorrow. I'm going to try to come on earlier. And we'll see what's going on in the news cycle and what's popping. I was just blown away by Hillary Clinton's endorsement of Joe Biden and how the mainstream media just was tickled pink and let her just, absolutely, Roxy. Tomorrow's another day to fight to win. Absolutely. To get our great president reelected and turn the House red. It'd be amazing. Get rid of Pelosi's and Nadler and Schiff. Oh my God. Swarell, Claiborne, Boxer, Feinstein, Senator Coons. Oh God. The worst lefties going. Man, if the Democratic Party was anything like the John Kennedy Democrats or the Reagan Democrats, we wouldn't have a problem. So corrupt, right, Roxy? So corrupt. The John Kennedy Democrats, we would have worked well with them. The Reagan Democrats, we would work well with them. These Democrats today are not Democrats from that era. These are socialists. These are progressive socialists. It is disgusting. They have no solutions. All they play is identity politics. They play this income distribution, this socialism, communism. You're probably right, Roxy. They love China. And it's funny how they try to paint Trump as a pro-China guy. He's, well, he talks in the open source. He talks about President Xi positively. Of course, he's negotiating a deal with this guy. He's trying to get a fair reciprocal trade deal with China. So what do you think he's going to do? He's in negotiation. People are a horror show. They're the worst. What do you think Trump's going to do? Knock President Xi's brains out in the public domain while he's trying to negotiate a deal with this guy? Trump's a smart guy, man. These people are a horror show. So I'm going to get out of here. God bless you all. Thank you for the visit. God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. Thank you for your service. Thank you for providing me with the freedom that I love, and that's to broadcast. they, at the very least, Roxy, right? They dragged their feet. So by dragging their feet, as did Iran, as did Russia, they both played this disinformation game that turned the virus into a biological weapon, a human biological weapon. And we got the vectors, and we're going to probably hopefully plot them the end of the week. I'm going to plot those vectors on the board. It's going to be interesting. I'll get the board out, the geopolitical board. We'll do it at the end of the week. Yo, thank you. God bless you. Thank you for the visit. God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. Thank you for your service. God bless you, Justin, Roxy, Ron, Dennis. Thank you so much. Have a blessed one. Thank you for your visit. God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. Thank you for your service. Thank you for providing me with the freedom and do what I love to do when I broadcast. God bless the greatest country on the planet. And God bless our great president, Donald John Trump. This is Frankie Russo. I'll see you tomorrow. And a shout out to the Cold Warrior on YouTube Live, Pat Dawkins. God bless you, Pat Dawkins, on YouTube Live, and Lawrence. God bless our great president, Donald John Trump. And I'll see you tomorrow night, 8:30 night. The Blue Angels, they were the best. They were the best. I saw the highlights of the Blue Angels. They were the best. They flew over here in New York, right? God bless our great president, Donald John Trump. I'll see you all tomorrow night, 8:30, 9:30-ish, Eastern Standard Time. Absolutely. Wow, you filmed it? Eastern Standard Time. This is Frankie Russo coming at you straight out of Brooklyn, and I'll see you in the future. I'll see you all in the future. God bless you, Pat Dawkins and Lawrence from Gleason's Gym. God bless you.